Okay, we are learning about how to make polite request. Okay, this is very important because when we talk, we are not polite. We say like, you know, uh, we say things like, something like the way we shouldn't say someone. Okay, we should be polite. This is very important. English is like, if you speak to English native speaker, they are very polite. They ask you whenever there's something, they ask you please. Okay, they start sentence with please or with like a polite way. Okay, and similarly, if they are polite. Okay, and then they when you do their work, they say thank you to you. Okay, this is something like the way it is. Okay, we in our setup, because again it is not our native language. Okay, therefore we don't know how to be polite, how to make polite request. Okay, this is something we need to learn. Okay, this is something we need to focus on. Okay, so that we can, when we speak to someone in a native environment, when you speak to someone, they know that you know how to English. Okay, this will help them understand that English. But if you are not polite, okay, then I mean, like, they will understand that you are not like you didn't learn English. Maybe you just you are like, you are not educated, or maybe you just pick up from somewhere. Okay, therefore you don't know how to be polite, how to make polite requests. Okay, we make polite request using modal verb. Okay, like modal verbs that we discussed yesterday. What are modal verbs? Uh, modal verbs are can, could, could, should, uh, would, and may, would, may, might. Okay, all these are modal verbs. All these are modal verbs. Okay, may, might, all these are modal verbs. Okay, therefore we use modal verbs to make a polite request. Okay, like we have example here, could you please help me? Okay, whenever we politely ask someone, we ask them like that. We don't ask the you know help me, or something like, send me video. Okay, or something like that. Okay, we always say, could you please uh, help me, or could you please share your video in the group. Okay, or share your video with the group. Okay, therefore could you please is like a this is like a polite way. Okay, this is a polite way of when you say something, this is a polite way. Could you? Okay, and then we have you know this is a could you please is a polite way to say something like, could you please help me? Okay. Or would you mind? Another way to say is, would you mind opening the window? Or would you mind? Would you mind? We always use ing form. Okay. Of after would you mind? We always use ing form. Would you mind helping me? Would you mind? 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 Okay. After would you mind, we always use, when you use verb, we use ing form. Okay. Would you mind helping me? Helping me? Or would you mind? Or would you would you mind working for me? Okay. This is the polite way to request. Okay. This is the polite way to request. And after would you mind, we always use ing form. Okay. And then another polite way to ask something is, may I help you? May I help you? Okay. May I borrow your pen? Okay. May I help you? May I borrow your pen or may I help you? Okay, this is another polite way of asking something. Okay, this is a polite way. May I help you something? Or may I, may I come in? In usually in schools, they ask you to use these sort of structure. May I come in? Okay.
क्या दिया ना मैंने सॉरी
Yeah, they say like, may I come in? May I come in? Okay. Therefore, it's a polite request. Okay. And then we have another way. Might I ask you a favor? Okay. This is like a very formal. Okay. Might is I've seen very rarely used in as a polite request. But could you please? Could you please? And would you mind? And may I is like a extremely popular in English. Okay, and whenever you speak to any English guy, you ask him, could you please uh, listen to me, or uh, could you please work for me, or could you help me do this? Okay, this is a polite way of requesting something. Okay. And then indirect request. Okay, indirect request is when you use like uh, you know like directly whatever we said earlier, it was a direct request. Okay, indirectly, when you are hesitant, when you are like, when you are not sure about something, then you say like, I was wondering if you could help me. Okay, they use I was wondering if you can help me. Okay, like this is I was wondering. This they use always I was wondering. Okay, that you are hesitant and you say I was wondering if you work for me, or if you tell me this. I was wondering if you guide me, if you support me. Okay, this is like a polite way to ask. Okay, when you are hesitant, when you are like when you are obviously talking to a person who you don't know, and then you ask him like, politely. Please switch off your mic. I want every one of you guys to switch off your mic, okay? Yasser Arafat, please switch off your mic. I was wondering if you could help me. Okay, that I was wondering that if you could help me. Therefore, this is always a structure that we always use. I was wondering, can you, if you can, if you can help me. I was wondering if you listen to me, if you support me. I was wondering if you teach me. This is like a hesitant way. This is like not a direct. This is like an indirect request. Okay. And then the second way we have, do you think you could pass the salt? Okay. Therefore, this is another way of we start with a polite request. Do you think? Okay. Do you think? Do you think you can help me? Do you think you can give me this information? Do you think you can give me something to eat? Okay, this is another way. You just sort of like you like indirectly. You don't like or sometime when you are talking to a stranger. Okay, when you're in a situation where like you don't know the next person and you are not sure about that he will help you or not. Okay, you just you like indirectly, hesitantly you ask him. You ask him, do you think you could pass the salt, or do you think you can give me this option, or do you think I can borrow some money from you? Okay, therefore this is some sort of like a polite way of asking something. Okay, and then another structure that usually we see in our whenever we write a newspaper or letter or something, we always ask like, I would appreciate if you could send me the report. I would appreciate it if you give me the required, if you help me sort this out, the situation. I would appreciate, okay? This is, I would say, I would appreciate, I would appreciate it if you, uh, if you help me sort out the problem. Okay, in every formal letter, this is a formal way. This is the formal way. This is the formal way. Again, I'm telling you guys, okay? And in every email, you can use this. I would appreciate it. if you help me sort out the problem. In every email, you can use that, okay? In every context, you can use that. I would appreciate. I would appreciate. I would appreciate it if you give me the required information. Okay, I will appreciate it if you give me the required information. Okay, therefore, this is a polite way to request. This is a polite way to request, but not like a request to someone who you don't know, who you are, who's not your friend, or who's not your. If you are writing an email, you say, "I would appreciate it if you, if you solve my query, if you solve my problem." Okay, this is a polite way of indirect request. Okay. Okay, next we have something like, tentative request. Tentative request is when you are like when you are temporarily, you just you will ask. Now we'll read this, and you will understand that. Okay, if it's not too much trouble, could you explain this? Okay, if it is not too much trouble, could you explain this? This is the way you can use this as well. Okay, if it is not too much trouble, like like this is a structure in front of us. If it is not too much trouble, okay, could you help me this? Could you help this? Okay, could you explain this? Okay, could you help me with this? Okay, and then another we have, would it be possible? Would it be possible? Another way to ask, to meet tomorrow. Okay, like tentative again is like something. Tentative is not like tentative is like something like not lasting long. Okay, that's like temporary. Okay, it's to do with like a it's like to do with the temporary things. Not like a permanent. Would it be possible? Would it be possible uh, to help me with this task? Would it be possible to solve my problem? It's a polite way. Again, this one is very popular. Okay. This one is very popular. You guys can use this more frequently. Okay. This is like one of the most popular way to say, would it be possible? Would it be possible to help me? Okay. This is the one of the most, which this is the popular. This is popular, okay? Very popular way to make a request, to make a polite request, okay? And then another, look at the way language work, okay? Look at the way you will enjoy that, okay? If you don't mind, okay, if you don't mind, okay, if you don't mind, could I ask a question? Okay, if you don't mind, okay, again, you are like if you don't mind, okay, if you don't mind, can you uh, help me with this task? If you don't mind, can I ask you this question? If you don't mind, can you work for me? If you don't mind, can you support me? If you don't mind, if could you show me the way to Lahore? Okay, if you don't mind. Okay, therefore, this is again very extremely. This is again very popular. Okay, this is again this both are both would it be possible, or if you don't mind. Okay, this is another very popular way to make a request. Okay, to make a request, polite request. Okay, you can ask me if you don't understand anything. You can ask me. Okay. Okay, at the moment we can't. I don't know. I don't understand. What do you mean by basic? We are doing already basic English. I gave you a reading text. Okay, if you are like even if you are basic, okay, even I don't mind. Just ask me. until unless you don't ask me, you will not you don't send anything, you don't ask me, you will not understand. Okay, basic is, what is basic? Basic is like I ask you to read the paragraph. Okay, the first assignment I asked you guys to to listen to my class. Okay, and read and write. Okay, therefore I mean like I gave you text to listen to that text. Okay, and then read that text aloud. This is the basic thing. This is the basic task. To reading text aloud is the basic task. I want you guys to do that. And this is like even if you are like, if you are in your broken English, if you are even share with me, I honestly speaking, I made so many mistakes. I made even 20, 30, 50, 40 mistakes in a paragraph. Okay, in the text. Okay, and I highlighted those mistakes so that you can learn. Okay, and that is the only basic I can start with. Okay, I can't have any other option to tell you A is A for apple, B for baby, and C for cat, and D for or no, I cannot do that. But this is the basic. I'm doing it. I told you guys the basic is, you can I share text with you guys. I want you guys to read that text, even it's difficult. Try to read it, and with the text I share my audio as well. Okay, listen to my audio 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Okay, and then after that, read yourself, read it aloud. Okay, and then you see the difference. If you make any mistake, i will I will correct it, I will highlight for you guys. And then obviously, if you continue the process, if you follow the process, follow my instruction, inshallah you will learn English, you will improve. Okay, otherwise खाली गप्पे लगाने से, यहाँ बेसिक से स्टार्ट कर लेने से, we cannot we cannot do anything, honestly speaking. Yeah, then speaking, exactly. This is like a very important. When I'm telling you something, just focus on that. Because if you are not listening to me, okay, then I mean like I am just talking to wall. Okay, I'm talking to walls. You're not even. If you ask me a different, I'm telling you something different, and you ask me something different. Another question. That means you are not with me. Actually, you are somewhere else. You are thinking about something else. But anyway, again, this is a polite way to request something. Okay, apologetic request. Okay, when you are apologetic, when you are like, when you apologize, when you are like, when you regret about something, you make a mistake, you regret about that, you don't understand, then you make apologies. Okay, then you apolo you say I apologize. Okay, therefore this is very important for you guys. Okay, that if you don't understand, listen to my audio. Okay, listen to once. If you don't understand, listen to my audio once. If you don't understand, start listening, to my audio second time. Okay, third time, fourth time. If you are not determined, okay, I can't teach you guys. This is your job to learn. I am here like sitting here. I'm fasting today. I even didn't sleep. You know, properly. I just woke up early in the morning. I woke up like 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, just for you guys to teach you guys. Okay. And I mean, like, if you cannot uh, listen to my recorded video 2, 3 times, or just, if you don't understand, let's say if you understand once, it's okay. No problem. You don't need to read to listen to that again. Okay. But you need to practice. If you listen to, 2 times, 3 times, you will understand. If you try, but if you don't try, then I can't help you guys. I mean, like, this is, I can't do more than that. I cannot come to your like to your to you and stuff it into your brain. I can't do that. With fasting, speaking this much is not so easy. Okay, therefore I mean, like, I could say that, okay, we will start this after the Ramadan. Okay, but I mean, Alhamdulillah, we are doing it very well. Okay, but I want you guys to uh, you know considerate mean to think. Considerate is think before saying anything. Okay. Considerate is when you think before saying anything. Okay. This is called consideration. Okay. Extra polite and considerate. When you think, reflect, okay, before saying anything, you think 2 or 3 times. Okay. That is called consideration. Sorry to bother you, but could I ask your help? Okay. If you are at the airport, if you are lost, okay, and you don't understand what to do, you are like stopping someone, in the middle of nowhere, you stop someone and you ask, sorry to bother you. Okay. This is a very popular way of asking request again. Sorry to bother you. Okay. Sorry to bother you. Sorry to bother you. But could I ask for your help? Sorry to bother you. Can you tell me about this? Sorry to bother you. Where is where is terminal 4? Where is uh, terminal 2? Okay. Sorry to bother you. Can you tell me which way I need to go? Therefore you can, or sorry to bother you. Can you tell me the meaning of this word? You can you can ask them. Okay. This is another polite way. Okay. I hate to trouble you. Okay, and another way is I hate to trouble you. Okay, this is another polite way to say that I hate to trouble. Okay, but would you mind moving your bag? If someone is, next to you and you are like, you are actually bothering him, actually, but you tell him, I hate to trouble you. Okay, but, but can you move your bag? Can you move can you move from this seat to, move forward so that I can, uh, sit with you? Okay, or I can, make a space for myself. Another polite way to request. Okay, I don't mean to be a pain. Okay, therefore these are, maybe this is not very popular. Okay, I don't want you guys to use this. I don't mean to be a pain, but could you lower the volume? Okay, therefore we can again say, sorry to bother you. uh, can you lower the volume? Okay, can you lower the volume? Okay, therefore you can. Oh, I hate to trouble you, can you lower the volume? If someone is playing loud music, okay, you can ask someone, can you please, sorry to bother you, can you just lower the volume? Okay, you can politely make a request. Okay, or politely request him or her. These are very important things. If you don't listen to my, listen to me, don't write, and even like after that in the class, in my group, okay, only like 20, 30 people watch this video, okay, that means I'm just wasting my time. Okay, I'm like, this is like disappointing. Okay, I want you guys. What we are doing is it like it's not. No one will teach you. These things are very important things. Okay, but I mean like no one tells you. Therefore, you need to appreciate that and you need to practice that. Okay, and obviously you need to watch it again and again. Then you will start using that. But after reading once, if you suppose that you learn this and you start using, no, you can't do that. You need couple of times to practice this. Okay, and then obviously you will use that as well. Considerate, I told you, considerate is when you are uh, lower. It is low. It is lower. It's like lower. You can say, or if you more appropriate pronunciation, Google this word. Okay, because I'm not in the end, I'm not a native speaker. Okay, but it's a lower. Okay, but if you are like you want to know exactly whatever it is, okay, then you can lower your volume. You can, otherwise you can just Google, click on the Google, and then ask the meaning of lower, and then you have click on this speaker. They will tell you the exact pronunciation of the word. In this sentence we have like a we low, I mean like it is low. I don't know exactly whether w is silent or whatever is silent. Okay, because I don't pay attention, but I mean lower is like a I don't see any. We say, I think lower it's not silent here. Okay. philosophical also. Philosophical is philosophical, okay? Well, philosophy and philosophical, okay? Philosophy and philosophical. Ask me, I mean, like, I don't have, but I mean, like, again, exactly is like, maybe because they're like a British accent and English British accent and American accent, okay? Therefore, I mean, like, little bit like sometime, mostly I've been living here in England, okay? Therefore, I use British accent, okay? But still, I mean, like, if there is anything, it could be possible, okay? But we read philosophical, okay? Philosophical. Now, this is the polite way, again, to make a request, okay? Casual and friendly request, okay? Casual, like, if you are sitting with your friends, okay, then again, it's a different level. Hey, could you give me a hand? Okay, it's a very popular. And usually, when you are like talking to your friend, or when you are like sitting with your friend, you just politely ask them. Okay, that you politely ask them. Uh, you politely ask them like, could you give me a hand? Okay, this is could you give me a hand? Give me a hand is like a help. Can asking for help. Could you give me a hand? Is a give me a hand is an idiom. Okay, give me a hand is an idiom. Okay, therefore in English we politely request, could you give me a hand? You're carrying something, you're carrying a load, and then you feel like you are tired and you need a support. Then you can ask someone, sorry to bother you, or I mean, like, maybe someone who doesn't know you, he will not help you. Okay, but someone who's your friend, okay, you tell him, you ask him, could you give me a hand? Okay, give me a hand mean to help you, to support you. Okay, could you give me a hand with this task? Okay, could you give me a hand? Give me a hand is a idiom, and it's a very popular idiom. We use it, you know, in English. You will usually, if you watch English movies, you will see, could you give me a hand? Okay, it's very popular. And then another way is, would you mind? Okay, this is very popular as well. Would you mind? Okay, again, this is the first we have done already. Would you mind grabbing me a coffee? Would you mind helping me? Would you mind uh, eating this food? Would you mind sitting with me? Would you mind working for me? Would you mind helping me? Therefore, always ing form. We always use ing form here. Okay, would you mind? We always use ing form here. Okay, then can you help me out for a second? Help me out is again an idiom. Okay, help me out is again an idiom. Okay, again it means give me a hand, or help me out, or give me a hand are both are same. Okay, help me out. Okay, we have a idiom here, help me out. Okay, help help me out. Okay, this is an idiom, help me, sorry, not help me out, this is a give me a hand, sorry, give me a hand. Okay, and then here we have help me out. Okay, help me out. Now, these are the words, when you learn, you will enjoy. They will understand that if you communicate and speak to native speaker, they will understand that you know English. They will not they will from your when you talk to them, they will immediately understand that you know English. Okay. Professional formal request. Okay. Professional and formal request. How we make a professional request or formal request. Okay. Again, this is, would you be able to send me the report by tomorrow? Okay. Now, I mean, like, this is so much important. If you guys are like, would you be able to send me, would you be able to uh, you know, send me the report by tomorrow? Okay. Or send me, or would you able to help me with this task? Okay. This is the structure. Would you be able? Okay. Would you be able to spare some time for me? Okay. Would you be able to eat with me? Would you be able to work for me? Would you be able to go with me? Okay. Therefore, this is, would you be able to? Okay. And another way to say is, I would be grateful, okay, if you could review this document. I would be grateful. It's a very polite, educated way to say someone like, I will be grateful. I will be grateful. Okay. A very educated way to say I would be grateful. Okay. I'd mean I would be. Okay. I would be grateful if you. Okay. I would be grateful if you. Okay. I'd mean I would be grateful. Okay. And may I request a meeting with you next week? Okay. May I request a meeting is extra polite. This is like a you are really you become like this is sort of like a highly educated way to make a request. Okay. May I request a meeting with you next week? Yeah, this is the way. This is a polite way. Okay. Okay. Now another important phrase we used, in English, I am afraid. Okay. I am afraid. Okay. Uh, I am afraid. They are very, when you watch movie, if you watch like, uh, watch interviews or listen to native speaker, they always use this, I am afraid. Okay. I am afraid. Oh, okay. When you are telling something, when you are saying bad thing, when you are like refusing someone, okay, I'm afraid I can't help you. Okay, when you just someone ask, would you be able to help me? I am afraid I can't help you. Okay. Regret or politely decline something. Okay. Okay, when you politely decline something, when you tell something like, politely when you decline something, okay, when you refuse something, when you are unable to help someone, okay, we'll take some example. This is I am afraid. Okay, let's go through some examples as well. This is the way to politely decline some. If someone asks you politely, you can politely decline as well. I am afraid I can't help you. Okay. Okay. Softening bed. I'm afraid we don't have any more tickets. Okay. That you are refusing politely. Okay. I am afraid here. I am afraid we don't have any more tickets available for the show. Okay. I am afraid. Polite disagreement. I'm afraid I'm not happy with you. Okay. I'm not happy with your performance. Okay. I'm afraid that is not quite correct. Okay. When I politely disagree. Okay. Or correct someone. Okay. Then I am afraid I won't be able to attend. I politely refuse. I am afraid I won't be able to attend. Okay. I am afraid I won't be able to attend the meeting tomorrow. Okay. You professionally and politely, you refuse as well. It's not like if someone asks you politely something to do that, and then you say, no, sorry, I can't do that. No, there is a polite way to refuse. I am afraid I can't do that. Okay. I am afraid I can't do that. Okay. This is very popular. Okay, there is another word, another popular, I forgot, which I remember now is, okay, that is you can use I wonder. Okay. I wonder, I can't do it for you. I wonder if you can. Another way to ask, if you can, I wonder is a polite way. If I wonder if you can help me. Okay. I wonder if you can help me. Okay, you can use that as well. I wonder if you can help me. Okay. Now, this is another way to say something. Okay. I wonder if you can correct me. I wonder if you can correct. Okay. Yeah, but this is you can use like I am afraid. Okay. You can use I wonder as well. Okay. This is like another way to politely, politely make a request. Okay, subjunctive is very another important thing. Okay, subjunctive is another important thing that we need to discuss. Okay, when let's say you wish for something, okay, or you hypothetically you talk about something. Okay, like hypothetically is जैसे आप कोई मफरूजा बनाते हैं. Okay, like आप you assume something. Make it something like something is you are not sure about. Okay, but you assume. You hypothetically in a hypothetical situation. Okay, और जिसे hypothesis कहते हैं. You make a hypothesis. Okay, demand. Okay, or when you have a demand or suggest. Okay, we use subjunctive. Okay, therefore what is subjunctive? Let's discuss what is subjunctive. This is very important. In English we use it, and then you will understand. Okay, express a wish or hypothetical situation. Okay, like we have here, when you express a wish. I wish I were a millionaire. Okay, when we say I wish I were millionaire. Okay, therefore this is a I wish I were. I wish. Okay, you wish for something, or hypothetical situation mean like you are not certain about that. Okay, you are like एक ख्वाहिश कर रहे हैं आप. ठीक है, you like wish for something. You like I wish I were not born in Pakistan. Or I wish, like, in God forbid, like, I don't want you to wish this, make this sort of wish, okay? But I mean, this is I explain you how to use that sentence, okay? I wish I were a millionaire, okay? And we always use were, okay? We always use were. We will never use was here. I wish your, I were your mentor, okay? I wish I were there for you, okay? I wish I were, I were there to help you. Okay. I wish I were. Please switch off your mic. Okay. I wish I were. Okay. Therefore, this is instead of was, because this is a hypothetical situation. Okay. Therefore, we will never use was here. Remember that some people they say, oh, we use I was. No, I was is not correct. Okay. We always use I were. Okay. I were taller. I wish I were millionaire. I wish, when you are talking about something like, you really want to do in your life. Okay. I wish I were a PhD doctor, scholar. Okay. Therefore, another thing is expressing a recommendation or demand. Okay, it is essential that she be on time instead of is, because be is in the subjunctive mood. Okay, therefore, what we do, it is essential that she be. We sometimes we use that. Again, this is not. I would say this is not very relevant. Probably, this is something like you will have it will make you confused, but again we are going through so that you know how to this, you go through that, and say if someone asks you in future, you at least you could tell them. Okay, it is essential that she is on time. Okay, instead of expressing a recommendation, or like saying straight away, it is essential that she be on time. Okay, she be on time is like, this is, we can replace be as a helping verb. Okay, she be on time mean that she wants to be on time. Okay, therefore it is essential that she be on time. Okay, therefore here we use this be here. Okay, this structure be here, we use this be here. Okay, why is not working? We use be here. Therefore, we use be here. Okay, we use be here. It is essential that she be on time. Okay, if we can use like that, we can use sentences like that as well. She be here. Subjunctive mood is when you are like, subjunctive is like when you are like talking about a wish. Okay, this is like a, is like a structure. Okay, when you're talking about, we call this in English, subjunctive. Okay, when you talk about wish, when you are like, when you assume something, किसी फर्जी चीज के मुतालिक बात करना, कोई ख्वाहिश जाहिर करना, we use subjunctive structure. Okay, like as I told you, I wish I were taller. I wish I were millionaire. I wish I were there to help you. Okay, I wish I were your mentor. I wish I were your teacher. Okay, therefore this is all I am. I wish those things which I like, मैं इनकी ख्वाहिश जाहिर करता हूँ कि इस तरह होना चाहिए था. Okay, something I wish I were in Pakistan. Okay, I wish I were teaching you guys. Okay, this is like that. Okay, then we have expressing a recommendation or demands. Okay, therefore, as I said that this is correct as well. You can write a sentence like that. It is essential that she be on time. Okay, you be you be on time, or you be working on like, it's like sort of like a what is that? It's like a recommendation or demand, asking about something. Okay, instead of is, because be is in the subjunctive mode. Okay, be is like a more like a is a be is like it is like a sentence to say that she be on time. Okay, it's like uh, you know you tell someone like, you be on time. Okay, like, if it's something very important, you said it is essential to you be on time. Okay, you be present here. Okay, or you be working for us. Okay, it's like a you replace be with is, are, am, or was, were. Okay, you replace be here is, are, am, or was, were. But I mean, like, this is a bit complex, a bit difficult to understand, which is I don't expect from you guys to understand, all of you guys. Okay, but I mean, still, like, you can develop, and then obviously when you read something, you sometimes you don't understand 100%, but you will slowly after a couple of time, and when you practice that, and when you read this somewhere in in a it is written there, then you understand that. Okay, expressing a hypothetical condition. Okay, if I were you, I would take the job. Okay, therefore we always say if I were you, we say if I were you. Again, we don't use if I was. Okay, we don't use I was. We say if I were you, I would take the job. If I were you, I would not listen to them. Okay, if I were you, I will work hard. I would work hard. Sorry, if I were, and I would. Okay, it will be like that. If I were you, I would do this. If I were you, okay, I would support you. If I were you, I will give you, I would give you £5. If I were you, I would help you. If I were you, I would advise you. Okay, therefore, this is with the we use like if I were you, if I were you, I would help you. Okay, if I were you, I would help you. Okay, we always use here, we always use here, the most important thing, we always use uh, if I were, and I would. Okay, if we make another sentence, if I were, if I were there. Okay, if I were there, I would, I would, I would handle the situation. I will handle the situation. If I were there, I would handle the situation. Okay, if I were, then again you ख्वाहिश जाहिर करते हैं कि इफ मैं कहता हूँ कि अगर आप बीमार, मैं कहता हूँ अगर इफ यू आर सिक, लेट्स से, ओके, एंड आई एम अ डॉक्टर, एंड आई वुड से इफ आई वर देयर, आई वुड treat you. Okay, if I were there, I would treat you. Okay, if I were there, I would treat you. Okay, Or I'm a car mechanic and then your car is broken down. What I say, if I were there, I would fix your car. Okay. If I were there, I would fix your car. Okay. Now I'm a teacher here and I'm teaching. I can't wish because I'm currently doing it. Okay. But let's say instead of, I would say if I were, there, let's say if I were there 5 years before, then I would, I would teach you. Okay. If I were there, like not 5 years before, but I mean like you can assume, but I'm currently teaching there, therefore I can't say that. Okay. But if I were there, I, I will, I would, sorry, not will, I would arrange your house. Okay. Now you are moving house, you need my help, but unfortunately I am not there. Okay. You are moving your home and you need my help. Okay. But I'm not there. But what I say, you ask me but I say, I tell you, if I were there, I would arrange your house. I would assist you or I would help you. Okay. I would help you moving, the house, moving in your house. Okay. दिस इज द वे यू assume something, किसी चीज की ख्वाहिश जाहिर करते हैं. अगर आपको अभी भी समझ नहीं आया, यू कैन आस्क मी, दैट्स नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. फाइनल थॉट्स क्या है जी? Politeness in requests depends on tone. Okay. How do you say it's, if you are, if you're making a polite request, you need to have a polite tone as well. You need to ask them politely, you wording, and the way you just word, you have like you arrange your sentence. Wording is the way you arrange your sentence, and situation as well, and which situation, it depends as well, what situation is there. Okay. Using modal verbs, softening phrases, and free and friendly language makes a request sound respectful and courteous. Okay, then whatever we learn, okay, modal auxiliaries, modal verbs, and then phrases, okay, and then other stuff, language tricks. This is like to embellish the language. This is there to make make your language more beautiful. Okay, more like. Enriched. Okay. Now, this is the way, you when you are learning English, then you need to learn all these things as well. And then when you speak to a native speaker, or if you are working in a environment and you just request, you know, politely, or you communicate, okay, then that is the way they will, they will understand that you know English. Okay. If you just ask them, send me the assignment, okay, that means the other person will think like, send me the assignment mean you are like order him that send me the assignment. Okay. And you're like, I'm your, like, like you're my boss. Okay. Therefore, this is something like work for me. It's like, it's not polite way. When you say something, work for me, it's not polite way. When I say, listen to me, okay, this is not a polite way. This is like a, this is like an imperative way. Okay. When I say eat, I mean, like, you are like so rude when I say like that. Sit down. I tell you, sit down. If someone tells you sit down, that is so rude. Until unless he's your father or someone like your mother or someone your older brother, then it's okay. Or maybe your teacher as well. Okay. But if someone is not, if someone, a stranger is saying you, sit down, okay, work hard, speak loudly, that means like it's not a polite way. Therefore, we need to add all those phrases, all those words, okay, uh, to make, make our request, make a polite request, or, request politely. Okay, this is very important. Okay, we will end our class here. If you have any question, you can ask me, and we can discuss anything if you want to ask. If you have any question, you can ask me.